think maybe we can do you want to kick it off, or do you want to wait for a couple of minutes?
I think honestly, I think we can kick it off.
Yeah.
Some people join as we move along. Well, they'll join as we move along, basically.
Sure.
And yeah. So again, I want to thank everyone for joining today. So the way we're going to structure this call is we're going to have an open fireside chat between Peter and myself. Again, to reintroduce myself, my name is Michael Stroev, and I'm the COO and head of product at Nebeus. And Peter Woodard is our CBDO. And what we'll be doing is we'll be talking about what Nebeus is, what our platform does, where we came from, where we are today, and especially where we're going, what our plans are for the future. So a lot of people on this call know Nebeus, right? Some of you are users, some of you are potential investors that are coming from our Cedars campaign. It's important to understand that what we're trying to do is we are bridging crypto and cash. Today you have about $400 billion worth of crypto that is stored on crypto wallets all over the world. This crypto just sits there, basically. Very, very few use cases. There are some use cases, but very few use cases. The crypto just sits there, and the key word here is it sits there as an investment. People right now today are used to investing in crypto, and that's it. What Nebeus aims to do is Nebeus aims to change this. Nebeus aims to take this crypto, right, and allow people to access cash and financial services using their crypto, all without selling their crypto, right? So our core product is loans, right? You can get an instant loan with the click of 2 buttons, that's it. And then you have access to a variety of financial services such as cash transfers, mobile top-ups, transfers to points of sale. Obviously, I'm not talking about exchanges. That's by default something that our platform does. But basically, we're trying to build a platform where users will be able to do multiple things all in one place with crypto, with cash and everything. But cash is one thing that connects everything and all the products at Nebeus. Originally, we weren't the platform that we are today. We started off by being a P2P lending platform back in 2014 when we were founded. But in 2015, the first version of Nebeus, of the current Nebeus platform, came to be, and we started doing what we're doing today, a little bit less well than we are today. Obviously, a lot of time has gone by, and today we are a pretty unique platform. When we founded Nebeus, we were based in London in level 39. We still are based in London. We are actually based between London and between Barcelona. I myself am based in our Barcelona headquarters. And we originated from London level 39. Peter, I think you're the person that can give a lot more information on level 39.
Yeah, so anyone that was around fintech, specifically sort of 2012, 2013, 2014, and kind of beyond, and then crypto shortly afterwards, they would know level 39 based out of Canary Wharf, which is, you know, probably the premier fintech crypto now accelerator in London. So the likes of, you know, Revolut started there, the likes of us started there. And then, you know, we progressed, we built out the proof, which was the peer-to-peer platform, and then moved on to a crowdfunding campaign thereafter, which Michael can talk about sort of the progression there. But, you know, anyone that knows the peer-to-peer space knows that it's very kind of similar to what the core product does today with the lending, albeit for crypto. And, you know, gave us a very good grounding both in the product and also sort of the connections and being pushed through level 39 really set, you know, where the product is today, really.
And of course, since then we've developed the product so much. I mean, especially in the past 2 years. In the past 2 years, we've been developing new products, new services, new integrations to allow our platform to offer even more products and services that are for everyday use. That's another mission of ours, right? It's every single product that we create is built with the idea of everyday use in mind, right? So that people can really use our product on a daily basis to pay for their expenses, to make transfers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So again, today we can make transfers to 150 countries. We can make card-to-card transfers. We can top up mobile phones to 500 operators around the world. That's crazy. And even retail locations, it's 230,000 retail locations and post offices where you can actually transfer funds to, or withdraw or deposit funds from there to receive them on your Nebeus account. All of our code is proprietary. All of our systems are proprietary. And this is something that we've been doing for the past 2 years. And to accompany this, we've actually rebranded the product. Right? We've rebranded the product. We've changed the way that we position our products to really try and bring this message across to people that our platform truly has this crypto to cash connection. And that's something that differentiates us from all of the competitors out there today. Not a single player on the market today has this cash connection like we do. Right? All of these services that I just mentioned, the transfers, no one does this, right?
Yeah. I was going to say, I think depending sort of which side you're coming from, whether sort of the more, user side or crypto side, some businesses focus on just one particular area. I think one sort of example is like a Revolut, which you can now buy crypto, but it's only held in what they call wealth, which is you can't withdraw it, you can't really do anything with it. And then the crypto side, which is sort of very much, add as many, cryptocurrencies, whether they're stable or not, very much focused on the crypto side of the market. And I think we've very much done both. So, coming from level 39, which is sort of like the fintech grounding, which is where the product is. And I think one thing that's unique with us is, one, we know it works in crypto. So like Bitcoin, Ethereum, everyone's comfortable with. It's, as far as stable digital assets go, they're fairly stable, apart from kind of when they rally, when they don't. But when compared to ones that can swing like crazy, we very much took the right appropriate steps in terms of that product. But I think everyone's had the issue, and probably still today, if I have, let's say, Bitcoin on like a wallet on my phone, you have to make a step from transfer to an exchange into fiat to a digital bank, and then digital bank to, say, your own bank, and every sort of step along the way, they're taking a small piece of it. And really where we're headed, and what will be very different about ourselves, about Nebeus, is that there'll be a single platform that both addresses the crypto side, and also the fintech side. So I think we're well aware that as the market expands and gets more mature, you can stay in that crypto side more, but for most people, there still needs to be that flow between traditional world and crypto world.
Yeah, but it's true. Especially at the time, I remember it was so complicated to buy cryptocurrencies. Even today, to a certain degree, it is. I mean, like, where do you buy it? How do you buy it? Why this platform? Why that platform? When I first tried to buy crypto a few years back, I had to spend 2 hours on YouTube and Google to research to even find out what's a wallet. And then again, like, how do you choose a wallet, right? Why is a wallet better than another wallet, right? Is it security? Is it not security? Like all of these questions. I mean, it's extremely complicated to answer, and people get confused. It's especially confusing to people who are trying to discover this world for the first time.
Yeah, I think it's something that we like. If people on the call, if everyone's in crypto and knows crypto, and the one thing we always forget is what it's like to sort of have that learning curve and come into the market. And the wallet's a perfect example. So I think a lot of people probably would have, including myself, bought Bitcoin before if I even knew how to do it, where to do it, and how to store it. So I think it is having as many sort of fintech services like we have, and we'll talk about in a bit sort of what we're adding, but having those fintech services and that easy on ramp, makes it very, very very easy and kind of more light work for new users to get in, which is, and we'll talk about in a bit kind of where we think that the market's going, but there is a huge influx of new users, and there does need to be that sort of easy on ramp in. And I did it no more than 6 months ago, is kind of reactivating my exchange accounts. And, you know, it took me better part of a week just to reactivate because of, you know, X, Y, Z.
Actually, going back to the question of wallet, we did have a question that came in. Is someone asked, like, what's the difference between Nebeus and the wallet, right? And again, I think this is a super interesting question, because a lot of our competitors, well, some of our competitors, right, they actually push the product of a wallet forward, saying that we can exchange crypto, we can send, we can sell, we can transfer crypto. For us, it's a kind of, we don't even push that product out. It's a default feature that we have, being a fintech startup in the crypto space. A wallet is basically that. Nebeus is a wallet plus loans, plus transfers, and so much more. It's all of this cash connection that makes us different. A wallet is a basic. It's a basic wallet where you store crypto. I think that's the actual name wallet says it all. There's no much point of describing it even more. Did I miss anything?
Yeah, and I think that's where the value comes in as well, with kind of, you know, what we've done from, let's say, you know, graduating and you know, converting into very much a crypto-centric company and product, is not neglecting you know, those you know, fiat services, which, you know, regardless of, you know, what you're using Nebeus for, whether it is to store crypto, you know, exchange or take a loan, there does still need to be that easy off ramp. And as I mentioned before, and if we have talks internally about, you know, where the market's going, and you know, let's say banks are a great example here in Canada. People are still getting their account shut at their traditional banks because they're interacting with like a Coinbase, which is, you know, by far and large probably like the best and most regulated exchange out there. And again, having the interface, you know, whereby the tools are all in one platform, you need to jump, and there isn't that sort of exchange to bank, is a huge value. And as the market matures more, and people are interacting more with, let's say, stable coins as well, it's just it's a massive plus to have everything in one place. And I don't see many platforms that are doing that at the moment, at least on the fiat side of things.
And it's valuable to both users. And when I say both users, because at Nebeus we target two markets. We target the crypto savvy users, so it's people who own cryptocurrencies, who have been using them for many years. It's those basically $400 billion worth of crypto. And we target people who have never used crypto before in their lives, who've always heard of crypto, but have never gotten the chance to start using crypto, right? And having these tools all in one place in an easy to use format is extremely useful for both of these target markets, right? For the crypto savvy user, it's extremely valuable, because his crypto all of a sudden, instead of sitting as an investment, becomes something that he can use for financial services, right? And for a new user, all of a sudden, it makes sense to actually buy crypto for the first time in their lives. There is a reason why these people can buy crypto other than investment, right? Because a lot of people don't invest, and we need to always remember that. A lot of people, even if they do invest, they don't invest in crypto because it's highly volatile, and again, it scares them off, right? Our platform is built to give people this knowledge and allow people to access these tools all in one place.
Mm-hmm. That kind of ties into like where we think the market is going, and we would take out sort of the institutional equation to it, but just looking at what's happened with PayPal recently, like allowing people to purchase crypto through PayPal, among other things. So you have what they classify as retail, or the normal person, which are getting through their brokers or their apps or PayPal access to this digital asset. And with what's gone on for the past 6 to 8 months, I think it's just like this asset is seen as a real thing. It's much more common. People have seen Bitcoin in the news now for 4 or 5 years. And they're going to see what can I do with this, and they're not going to maybe just want to just hold it as an asset, but again, make a loan against the asset, which is something that isn't sort of open to the normal person if we're talking like a traditional banking scenario, right? They may want to send it, they may want to convert it and top up their phone, they may want to use it and interact with it more. And that's, the new users coming in, like we were speaking to a partner of ours, Bitstamp, the other day, and they said they had 7,000 new signups in the past week just because of the rally. And you're going to have a lot more people that are going to be using this on a day-to-day basis, that want to use it on a day-to-day basis. And Michael will talk about sort of the things we have coming through that will help that, apart from what we have already. But I think that really is where the market is going, is mass market sort of acceptance, and also, okay, I have this thing that has value. What can I do with it? And again, having a centralized point or a single point of reference that can do all the things you do with your normal bank is hugely valuable for the market, and kind of where we're pushing the product to.
Well, I mean, Revolut has helped a lot as well in that sense, right? I mean, Revolut, you have access to crypto with a touch of a button, but again, you can buy crypto, but you can't really do anything with it except for except for owning it and seeing the value go up and down, up and down. Hopefully, I really hope that nobody bought crypto yesterday or the day before today's little crash. Let's hope that it's not a huge crash. I don't think. What do you think that's going to happen? Is going to happen with that, Peter? Do you think it's going to?
Yeah, I think just be, this always, anyone that's been around crypto for a while knows that this is fairly normal, where it has these, big rallies and then pullbacks, realistically. But I think, again, to the point about PayPal and like the Fidelity accounts that can have access to crypto, you have people asking their IRAs or financial, how can I get crypto? I think there's just more adoption, and kind of add a bit of fuel to the flame, which is, QE or money printing, most kind of Western governments doing that. Then there's a kind of a question of going, oh, okay, what can I do with this? And, one of the use cases for myself, which is really interesting, is like we'll introduce shortly stable coins, which I think is a great way to, again, reduce that risk of spikes and declines, but still be within kind of the crypto world. But if I wanted to, say, get paid in USD or Euro or whatever it is, I can then convert that into a stable coin. And with Nebeus, for example, put that into a savings account, and my yield off of, my normal pay is, quite a bit more than a bank. I looked at a bank recently here in Canada, and like an opening rate was 2% on savings, and you're talking sort of 5, 10, 15% on savings products. So I think that is a great use case for most people, where they have the comfortability of, I have this digital asset, but at the same time I'm getting way more than my bank will give me, and I'm ultimately de-risked. So I think, in a nutshell, like where the market's going is, you just see more adoption of sort of like the, Bitcoin is like the number one that people know about. I think people that are kind of more into experimenting, so they're watching, let's say, DeFi, for example, they're maybe more into Ethereum, but Ethereum, Bitcoin are, by far sort of the household names.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why we only, for the moment, work with those cryptocurrencies. We might integrate a few others soon, but for the moment, that's why we're only sticking with these. But again, another very important thing that we want to explain is that, going back to the idea of Revolut, right, where Revolut give people access to crypto with the click of a button, but only as an investment. What Nebeus aims to be in the future is the same thing, but so much more, right? We seek to develop both sides, right? The fintech side and the crypto side, so that users, when they sign up to Nebeus, they won't just sign up to Nebeus as a crypto platform. They'll sign up to Nebeus because they would like to use Nebeus for financial services. And then if they want to use Nebeus for crypto, they can use Nebeus for crypto, or vice versa. if they sign up, if they want to use Nebeus just for crypto, they sign up to Nebeus to use crypto. But then they have access as well to all these financial services. And that's kind of where we're going right now. And that's where we see our product arriving in 2021. Some of you have already seen us mention this on Cedars, that in 2021, we hope to become an EMI, officially regulated e-money institution in the UK. And for this, we're applying for an EMI license before the end of the year. Once we apply and once we become a regulated institution, we'll really be able to become an equivalent of, let's say, Revolut and 26 Monzo. We'll be able to give out IBANs, and people will really be able to use us as a challenger bank at the same time as having access to all of these interesting and incredible crypto services that we currently have and that we're currently developing, because we are developing even more services that are going to be released in 2021. One of those services, and again, this is something that a lot of people have heard, we've mentioned this on Cedars, is the Nebus Mastercard. I'm not going to go into a lot of details on this card. We are going to roll out this card in early 2021 in partnership with Wales Bank. This card is still in development. I can say that it's unique. I don't know if it really means anything, because a lot of competitors of ours, a lot of players, a lot of challenger banks today have cards. The only thing that I can say, which is kind of like, let's say, might have an impact with all of our listeners right now, is that we have analyzed all of the cards that are out there. We've looked at everything, and we've looked at it, we've taken it in, and we've developed something based on that. Based on that, in order to differentiate us from everyone else. I'm going to stop at that, and we'll continue that this talk as soon as we have more information. But that's the road that we're on, and hopefully we'll reach it sooner than we plan. As I said, early 2021, Q1 2021, maybe sooner. Who knows? Peter, we're also, again, I talked quickly about that we're probably going to integrate other cryptocurrencies. You talked about stable coins. If you want to give people some insight on exchanges and trading, right?
Sure.
You're more equipped for that.
Yeah, sure. So I think like right now on the platform, we have an exchange. That exchange is crypto to fiat and back. We'll keep that. The nomenclature will be swap or similar, and this ties in with the EMI license. So you'll have a lot more options for FX pairs, fiat to fiat, drawing down, and also crypto to fiat conversions. And then we'll have a trading exchange, whereby with a partner of ours, which we will announce, a really great partner based out of Europe and the UK, be offering full trading services for our users. So I think that's again a step in both directions of crypto and fiat. I'm really excited for both, particularly the swap side, so the FX pairs, which again, the e-money license, the EMI license is the same license again that Monzo, Revolut, any sort of challenger digital bank has. So again, that ties it full circle, and worked into that mix will be stable coins, most likely USDT. We'll look at others, but USDT for now. Again, it's a great way for people that are already in the market to hedge risk if they see risk coming. It's also very nice for the new people coming in to kind of dip their toe into crypto, knowing, okay, well, I get paid in USD or I get paid in Euro. I understand what currency is, and now I understand there's this thing that's paid against a currency. But as I see fit, I can move around the Ethereum ecosystem.
Another thing that I didn't mention is in terms of exchanges and trading, right? Once we do have the EMI license, we'll be able to exchange cash, exchange money, exchange fiat currencies, which only EMI institutions are allowed to do. So that's something that's super important to note. another product that, again, I just want to talk about this extremely briefly, even less than I did about the card. This is more of a direction in which we're heading towards in 2021. It's e-commerce. This is something that ties into the vision of Nebeus of bridging crypto and cash, right? And this is something that we see is possible today on our platform, and this is something that we see will happen eventually, and we want this to happen on our platform. So e-commerce directly with crypto on our platform. That's all I'm going to say. I'm teasing people with like with sneak peeks or whatever they're called, right? Of different products, but it's true. I mean, less is more. Let's think of it this way.
Yeah, e-commerce is a great area to tackle. I don't think anyone on the crypto side's really tackled it in a profound way. But again, anyone that's sort of looking at or knows, N26 or Revolut or similar, could probably guess kind of the way it's being taken. I'm particularly excited for the card. The card just, in my opinion, closes the loop. People are still drawing down or sending the card through Visa or Mastercard at the moment, but this card will really nicely merge and bridge the fintech side and also the crypto side. So I'm really excited for that. I know, Michael, you've spent way too much time than you want to admit on it.
Yeah, and actually, you mentioned what you said, one word, which is merge, and that's something that I missed. I forgot to say, is that our slogan is Nebus' slogan is we bridge crypto and cash. Well, our card slogan is we merge crypto and cash, because that's the logical continuation of this this journey, right? Is that you won't just bridge, is that you will merge, is that these products will become one product. These currencies will become one single currency, and the use cases will increase basically, and that's what we're trying to do. So yeah, 2021 is going to be a very big year for Nebeus. I think let's round up this call by doing a little bit of a recap of Cedars for all of the people who joined us coming from our invitation on Cedars. Again, for investors who have invested in Cedars, thank you. For potential investors who are thinking of investors, I hope that this talk and this fireside chat got you excited and that you will invest. So far, we have raised nearly 410,000 pounds. We've overachieved our goals by 102%. Our campaign will still be running by, I believe, 26 days. So we still have a long time to go. We'll see what targets we will reach, but so far it's been pretty successful. And I'm truly excited to see what we will achieve with this campaign. I mean, it's so far it's a great ride. It's been a very interesting ride.
It's been really positive. Yeah, I think that's one of the things that's done really well in what's going on at the moment is fintech and crypto companies. So I think it's a strong indication of what's going on or going to go through to 2021, and I'm really excited to see in the next sort of 25 days, what we can do. And I think, before we wrap up and get to any sort of Q&A, we'll do a couple of, more of these on a regular basis. Michael kind of, dive more, you're way more into the product than I am, but, we'll go into kind of deep dive on, where the product is and where it's going to go and what's going to make it unique.
Yeah, I mean, our goal is to communicate with our customers, with our users as much as possible, right? Because at the end of the day, we are building and we have built a product that's for our users, for their everyday use. So we want to get the feedback from them to understand if they like what we've built, if they're using it, right? So we want to communicate what we're trying to do, and we want to get as much feedback as we can from them in order to build the best possible product that's out there. So yeah, stick around, and you will definitely be hearing from Nebeus, from marketing, from products, from all of our departments, a lot more. To totally round up this call, this webinar, this fireside chat, we had one question that we didn't answer yet. Is this question has been asked multiple times. what countries do you send transfers to? So because again, on our platform and on Cedars, we've listed 150 countries. So it's basically, we make transfers to any country that's connected to the Visa or MasterCard network, right? Which is basically everywhere. The only thing that needs to happen is that the actual bank inside that country needs to accept card-to-card payment transfer technologies. If it does, if that bank accepts it and it works and the bank works with Visa and MasterCard, no problem, we can transfer that. I don't know, Peter, if you want to add any more technical info on that, but I think that covers it.
Yeah, that's basically it. Like, I think anyone, probably can guess there's two buckets of countries we don't cover. Is one that we can't cover because of regulations or sanctions, and the other, their infrastructure may not be up to date enough to do card to card, and that's basically it. So yeah, nothing really more to add on that. It's just sort of, I think it's fairly self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In that case, thank you to everyone who joined the call today. Again, thank you to all of the investors who have invested. Thank you to all the investors who are considering investing, and hopefully this fireside chat has motivated you. And most of all, of course, thank you to our users who use our platform, who give us feedback. And we built this platform for you. Without you, Nebus is just another online tool. With you, we are Nebeus. Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you so much, and see you on Nebeus.
See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.